Last weekend was a tough loss for our football team, and like any other week, win, lose, or draw, we'll move on. Start that process today. Injury-wise, Stanzi definitely will not play. He's still pretty swollen and not moving around, so he will not play. And the only other guy really significant right now, I think, is Jeremiha Hunter. And we'll see how the week goes. He will not practice today. He'll work out a little bit and see how it progresses as we go along. Captains are the same as they've been. Got Anger, Eads, Moyaki, and Stanzi will be our captains out there. And Minnesota, we got them coming into town. Expect it to be a very another tough conference game. They're a well-coached football team. Defensively, the thing jumps out at you is their experience level. Got a lot of guys with starting experience. They've got 9 seniors and 2 juniors in their starting lineup. So they've been around the block. They know what to do, and they're talented and they do a nice job. So it's going to be a challenge for us offensively. I think they've improved from a year ago up front, which was one of their things on their menu list. And tight end's playing very well for them. Weber's been a very good quarterback for several years. It seems like he's a senior, still ain't a junior. And then they come in with Gray, who's a good change-up pitcher for him. Very talented guy, dangerous guy. We're impressed with their running backs. And the receiving corps took a hit. They're one of the best players in our conference. Decker got hurt a couple weeks back, and they've lost him for the season. Tremendous football player and a veteran player. And then, the thing they have now, they've got a lot of young guys out there. They're all very, very talented. They're very explosive, very athletic. You've seen them in the kicking game do some good things, and so they're a very talented group there. And in the kicking game, their returners really impress us. We had a terrible time last year against their kick return team, and their punt return team's doing a good job this year too. They're leading the conference, so they've got a good football team, and it's going to be a tough conference game, like I said. And then last thing is, we have 17 seniors. They're going to play their last football game in Kinnick this year, next to last in their career, and so that's certainly significant. We'll look forward to them being honored before the kickoff, and I can't say enough about the job they've done on the field, off the field, in a lot of different ways. So just a tremendous group, and hopefully Saturday can be a good day for those guys.
How's Brandon Greger?
He should be. Hopefully he'll be fine. Hopefully he'll be fine. I was hoping he'd be fine Saturday too, but he didn't make it.
When you got a chance to look back at the tape, how did you assess James Vandenberg's performance?
Well, he played well. I felt that way Saturday. I feel the same now. Did a lot of good things, and he certainly gave us a chance to win the football game. So I thought he really played well in a very tough circumstance.
When you look back at last year's game against Minnesota and everything was clicking for you, especially in the second half, do you ever think about the future when you're up 38-45, all the way up to nothing, or you just, last year was that just keep going? It's hard.
I'm not quite following the
Well,
question.
55-0 is
right.
kind of is the biggest margin of victory in history.
Yeah, it just happened. I mean, it was one of those games, totally an aberration. I think, I'm still not sure how it happened. I wasn't sure how it happened that night. We were playing well and things just started rolling, but I sure didn't see that coming, and we haven't had too many of those games. So it was one of those things that happens, but they don't happen often, that's for sure, especially in conference play. And I don't think it's reflective of probably either team, quite frankly. I really don't think it is.
Does that concern about them kind of use them as motivation a little bit? I mean, it's kind of a natural. They're going to talk about that a lot.
Yeah, that's their choice, and it's I guess that's what you do, and it's but to me it was one of the flukish thing that happened. That's not. We haven't had many games like that, and sometimes they happen and they just happens, but it wasn't like it was I don't think it was reflective of the teams. They were a good football team last year.